جاهز للرحلة بابا؟
الحمد لله جاهزين يا بودي.
يلا. Oh, finally checked into our hotel. It has been a very long trip. We left New York. We left our house in New York at about 8 a.m. It is about 7 p.m. here the next day, which makes it about, what, 30 hours? 28, I think, if my math is right. Maybe not. Who knows? Long story short, it was very long. But, yeah. Sitting just outside our hotel. Weather is absolutely phenomenal. The view is also great. There was a family of about 5 or 6 monkeys jumping around on that tree while we were eating, but they all seemed to have found other people to go entertain. But yeah, we're just enjoying ourselves a little bit. Buses, we're gonna gather for the buses in about an hour and head on up to the gate entrance.
Hakuna matata, hakuna matata, hakuna matata. Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata.
قبل ما اسافر كده بكام يوم قلت كده بصيت at least 30 the time is ended. Then you send an email. I said this many times. If I send an email, oh there's blah 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 انا كان المفروض اجي كده ومش عارف ايه for some reason I had to postpone وانا ايه let me know because I'm coming next week.
So we are here at Londorossi Gate. It was about just over 2 hours on the bus. The views and the weather were phenomenal, but we made it to the gate now. We signed our registration forms in the office over there. Our group had a very nice lunch underneath the shade right there. There's the rest of the group socializing, and we are going to head over to the main gate by Jeep in about half an hour, and from there we'll start our actual trek up to Shiro 1 camp, I believe it's called. So we are now on officially day 1 of the hike. We started maybe 10-15 minutes ago. This is the view so far. It's honestly pretty damn great. It's kind of hidden behind, so you can't really see the peak, but I will try and take videos of it later. Today's a short day, maybe like 2 hours max, and then we reach camp and we settle in and have some dinner. There's a slightly better view of Uhuru Peak, and actually right in front of us over there is the Shiro 1 camp. Like I said, day 1's a pretty short day of hiking. It's less than 2 hours now. I think we've actually only been going for about an hour and a half right now. Bye-bye. Say hi.
Hi.
So we've checked into camp.
First camp.
Yeah, we've checked into the first camp, which is Shira 1 camp. There's a tag on my socks. We're in our tent. It's actually a very spacious tent. I think this tent, they tell us it's a 3-person tent, but they put 2 people in each one. So it's actually, there's a lot of room for the both of us to lay down. There's a lot of room for the both of us to lay down, as well as to put all of our gear, all of our stuff. So the plan for now is they're gonna set up the mess tent. We're gonna go have a little bit of a snack. We're gonna have our medical checkup, and then later on we're gonna have dinner all together. But for now we're just kind of relaxing and enjoying ourselves.
Enjoying
Bubba,
the nature.
Are you enjoying yourself, Bubba?
I'm enjoying so much. I want just to lay down and not think about anything.
Yeah. There's quite a lot of tents here in the camp. I'll take a video later. Probably at least like 30 tents.
I would say 50% of them is Alteza.
Yeah, it's Kilimanjaro is a very popular attraction, so there are a lot of people who do it. So we just had our first dinner, which is it's a hot meal. It's not they don't serve you some pre-packaged crap. They actually cook you hot meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which is pretty great. It is pretty chilly outside. If this is how cold it is on the first night, we are not excited to see how cold it is later on this week as we go up. But yeah, we're gonna get ready for bed. It's still pretty early, about 8 o'clock. And this is actually my first night ever sleeping in a tent.
No, I said in the tent in the army.
Yeah, okay. First night in decades for him, so. But it's a very nice tent. It's very spacious. The sleeping bags are very warm. And they also gave us these little hot water packets, which are absolutely adorable.
Rabbit.
Yeah. So we'll wake you guys up in the morning. It is now the morning of day 2.
Yeah.
It's absolutely freezing.
Yeah.
It's only about 6 a.m., but we probably woke up about 2 hours ago.
6:20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It was so cold. We had to pray sunnah inside the tent, and then we went outside for like 2 minutes to pray fajr, and then immediately came back inside.
Yeah.
Right now we're just enjoying the view. There's the sunrise right there, and then there's Mount Kili.
And there's moon there.
There's also the full moon right behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see how pretty packed the camp is. Lots of tents, lots of porters. All right, so day 2 of our hike. Started our day off with some hot tea and breakfast, which was delicious. I was very cold in the morning, but it warmed up as the sun came out, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. Not a cloud over Kili. Bubba, how do you feel?
It feels great, and this area is so flat, so beautiful.
Yeah, we've got about 10 kilometers today in 4 hours. I think we've been going for just under an hour so far. And then we will reach Shira 2 camp sometime around noon. And then another thing to note is you can definitely start, or at least I'm definitely starting to feel the altitude. I did have a little bit of symptoms yesterday, and I'm feeling much better, but you can definitely tell while walking. You're walking slower, but you're still breathing a lot heavier. But that's the point of acclimation. That's why we take things pole pole.
Pole.
Bubba, how are we feeling?
Feeling alhamdulillah good. The last
Yeah, the last like half hour was so hard.
Steep.
But day 2 of hiking is
reaching the
complete.
camp.
We reached Shira 2 camp right over there. You can see Kili right on top, covered by a bit of clouds. If we actually pan around, you can see just how high up we are. Right over there is Mount Meru, second highest peak in all of Africa. But it's about close to like 1 o'clock now, so I'd say it was 10 kilometers in about 4.5 hours.
Steep, last part steep.
Yeah, most of the elevation gain was actually during that last hour, half hour. How we feeling, guys? How we feeling?
Good, yeah.
All good? Zuri.
Zuri. Okay, let's go to the camp because they're waiting for us.
All right, so haven't made an update in a while today. It's about 8 p.m. now, so it's very cold out now. We got to camp, we had lunch, and then we took a break for about an hour, and then we took an acclimation hike. So we hiked up about 200 meters in 45-50 minutes, and then we stayed up there for about half an hour to get used to the oxygen levels up there. And then we came back down at about 5-ish. We all hung around in the mess tent for a while, pretty much up until dinner time at 6:30. We had a hot dinner, which was some rice and vegetables and chicken. And after that, everybody was given back their warm teddy bears to sleep with. So it's only about 8 p.m. now. I don't think we're gonna go to bed for at least another hour, maybe 2.
No hour.
Yeah. And then we'll wake up for bright and early for tomorrow's hike. Day 3 of hiking. It's about 10:45 right now, so over 2.5 hours. I think we started around 8 o'clock. Taking our first snack break on our way to Lava Tower, which is all the way over that hill over there. We're gonna have lunch there, settle for a few hours, and then we're gonna climb down. So we started the day at 3,800 meters. Lava Tower is 4,600 meters. So we're gonna climatize there, and we're gonna climb down after lunch to Barufa Camp, which I think is back down at like 3,800 meters. Bubba, my dad and I are definitely starting to feel the huffing and puffing.
Today was the toughest hike ever.
Yeah, we're both using our hiking poles, which I think are helping out a lot. And yeah, we'll make it before we know it. Hey everyone, it is just about 8 p.m. right now. I'm in my tent. We're gonna set everything up to go to bed real soon because we have an early start tomorrow. I haven't taken many videos today, but I'll explain why right now. So I believe the last one I took was halfway up to the Lava Tower camp. I fell behind towards the later half, so one of the guides stayed back with me, and my dad and I reached Lava Tower camp shortly after the rest of our group did. And at the time I was starting to really feel the altitude sickness. Mostly the symptom I had was loss of appetite. I didn't really eat anything for lunch, so our Moshe, our guide, gave me some more Diamox. And he told me that me and Hamza, one of the other guides, would leave early for Barranco camp. So my dad and I left with Hamza right about then, and we actually got passed by the rest of our group on the way down. So me and him took about 4 hours getting from the top to the bottom, getting from Lava Tower to Barranco. And it was mostly downhill, but it was extremely rocky and really tough on the ankles. But we made it, and I took a power nap for about half an hour before waking up and starting getting ready for dinner. But we had dinner. We went over our game plan for tomorrow, and as a group we decided that we would be leaving early in the morning. So we wanted to start our hike to the Barranco Wall, I believe it's called, at no later than 6:30-ish. So I don't think that'll be a problem for my dad and I, because we tend to wake up around Fajr. It's not the most comfortable sleeping conditions in the tent, you know. But that's about it. Day 4 of hiking. It's about 7:15 right now. We started earlier today at about 6:50. You can see the camp over there. We went around this way, and this is one of the more technical parts of the hike. Say hi, everyone. Yeah. This is the Barranco Wall, and so the reason we left early is to avoid all the congestion, because if we came like an hour later, this place would be packed end to end. So today is an easier day than yesterday. I believe it's only about like 5 hours hiking until we reach our next camp. Maybe take me a little bit more. We'll see. It is just about 9:45. So we've been on our hike for 3 hours. We're just getting done with a little bit of a longer break. We climbed to the top of the Barranco Wall, which is like the difficult part of the hike, and after that it's just kind of all like steadily downhill to the camp. I think we're over halfway to the camp, so I think we have another 2 hours maybe to go.
We would go up to this wall. Yeah. They call it the wall, and then all the way there, and then go down and up again.
Yeah. And that's our itinerary today. All right, everyone. I don't remember when or how many videos I've already made today, but so we're at the end of day 4 right now. We're about to tuck into our sleeping bags. Today was an easier hike. We scaled the Barranco Wall during the first half, and then the second half was a lot of rocky up and down hills and this absolute killer valley right before you get to camp. Yeah. But we got to camp before lunchtime, even before Dhuhr even adhaned, because since we left really early. So I think in total we made about 4 hours and 40 minutes during our hike. The rest of the day was also just a blast. Our group, I haven't talked about them much, but they're really great people, really nice, really friendly. We had our own little mini hike up to some rock formations and got a couple really great group photos in. After that, we all came back down, played some Uno, chatted around, had dinner at about 7 p.m. They brought fresh hot pizza that they baked up here. Never in my life did I think I would be sitting in a tent halfway up Mount Kilimanjaro eating a pizza, but here we are. So as I said, it's late for us in terms. It's just about 8:30. So yeah, probably read a little bit and then hit the hay, and we'll get ready for tomorrow. Well, today is the penultimate climb, day 5. Yep. We left camp just under an hour ago. Gonna head up to the camp over there behind that big rock over there, which is next to that other really big rock over there. How are we feeling, Colin?
Good.
Good.
That was just sprinting ahead of all of us.
Ah, I wish. أنا باخذ فيديو دلوقتي.
Hi guys. We're starting the next day.
So
The hardest day.
we'll keep you updated
Allah will make it easy.
on
The easiest day.
when we get to camp and tell you all about the what we're gonna do for the summit climb. It is just about noon now. We're actually about to finish our day 5 hike. You can see up on that ridge a building or two. That's where our camp is. So pretty short hike today because we want to be all ready for tonight. Richard. Oh, he's not responding. Oh well. All right, everyone. I don't remember when or how many videos I've already made today, but so we're at the end of day 4 right now. We're about to tuck into our sleeping bags. Today was an easier hike. We scaled the Barranco wall during the first half, and then the second half was a lot of rocky up and down hills and this absolute killer valley right before you get to camp.
Yeah.
But we got to camp before lunchtime, even before Dhuhr even adhaned, because since we left really early. So I think in total we made about 4 hours and 40 minutes during our hike. The rest of the day was also just a blast. Our group, I haven't talked about them much, but they're really great people, really nice, really friendly. We had our own little mini hike up to some rock formations and got a couple really great group photos in. After that, we all came back down, played some Uno, chatted around, had dinner at about 7 p.m. They brought fresh hot pizza that they baked up here. Never in my life did I think I would be sitting in a tent halfway up Mount Kilimanjaro eating a pizza, but here we are. So as I said, it's late for us in terms. It's just about 8:30. So might
8:30, yes.
yeah probably read a little bit and then hit the hay, and we'll get ready for tomorrow.
السلام عليكم. احنا على قمة الجبل، وريهم يا بودي.
Guys, we made it. The sign is right there. We took our picture already. A bunch of people are taking theirs. You can see.
Everything around us is ice.
Yeah.
Ice.
You can see the sun
It's freezing. The sun just
is up
came
there. See Mount Meru all the way in the distance over there.
It
Like
was so
like a
hot,
little
guys.
island
You'll never
coming
know.
out of the sky. Oh, sorry, like a little island coming out of the ocean, but it's just the
That's
top
not the
of the
ocean, yeah,
mountain
this the-
peeking out of the clouds. I can't believe we're here, guys.
Yeah.
It has
7
it has
hours.
been such a struggle.
Yeah, 7 hours just steep up. Not even single يعني few feet, not يعني flat. 7 hours of steep going up to reach the first summit. We didn't take a picture at that time, but Stella, I think it's called Stella.
Yeah, when we reached Stella Point, I genuinely had points in this trip where I doubted if I would make it all the way to the top. But yeah. Here is the view from the roof of Africa, guys. Sign right there. All of this is the crater in the volcano. Walk over to the other side. Ooh, don't want to get in people's ways. We can make fun of Africa's second tallest mountain from atop. We can make fun of how small it is from atop of Africa's first tallest mountain, and that's the way we came from, and the way we're gonna go back down now. And that's about it. Well, we are hiking down the mountain now. You can actually see it in the background. Actually you can't because it's covered by clouds. But long story short, even though we were just at the tippity top earlier today, like 7 a.m. and right now it's 2 p.m. we're like, I feel like we've gone halfway down the mountain already. Yeah, going up was absolutely exhausting. Coming down was pretty much equally exhausting because it was all loose dirt that you slide down on, and it was dusty and dry and hot. We were sweaty, we were tired. We got to camp and I took a power nap. They told me don't go to sleep. I was like, nah, I'm going to sleep. But our camp for tonight is just over there in the horizon. I think we're only about half an hour away, maybe less even. And we'll have our last night on Kilimanjaro, and then tomorrow morning hike over to the gate.
Yes.
Well, day 6 of hiking is officially complete, which is, as you know, the day. I still can't believe we started the day off at 4,600 feet. 4,600 meters. Hiked all the way up to 5,900 meters. Then back down to 4,600 meters. And then further down to now we're at high camp, which is 3,900 meters. Sorry, it's really dusty and dry and it just hurts to cough. All in all, it took about 7.5 hours going up. I think 3.5 hours coming down to the original camp, and then an extra 2 hours to go further down to high camp. So we're just gonna take it easy now, have an early dinner because pretty sure everyone is starving, and then tomorrow morning the group decided that we wanted to get an early start, because the earlier we start, the earlier we finish, and the earlier we finish, the earlier we can all get back to our hotels and take a nice shower. Ooh, day 7, final day, guys. And since we've already reached the summit yesterday, all of us just kind of want today to end, which is a little unfortunate because it is a bit of a longer hike at nearly 14 kilometers in 6 hours, but all of it is downhill, luckily.
This is my deck.
Yeah, and you can already see how much the scenery has changed. Before it was all dirt and dust and rocks, and now there's actual trees and vegetation, and you can actually see a little bit of the camp. We're gonna pass by down there, but we are not gonna stop at that camp. It's just non-stop to the bottom today. We left around 6:45, and we're expected around 6 hours. It shouldn't take more than that. So we should reach the bottom in time for a nice lunch. And then the favorite part, everyone's favorite part, going back to your hotel and taking a shower. Yeah, I think my dad and I are gonna be silly little tourists and buy souvenirs. All right, so we are at our pit stop here at Maweka Camp. The sign says 10 kilometers to the gate and 3 more hours. So we're just taking a little pit stop because it was really rocky and awful coming down. Hopefully it won't be as rocky or awful coming down. Putting on sunscreen now because the sun's starting to shine, peeling off layers, all that good stuff. And it's wild how crazy the view can change in just a couple hundred meters. Up at the camp where we were, it was all dusty, dry desert, but now we're basically in the rainforest. Well, we're almost to the gate, which will mark our official end for Kilimanjaro. And as you can see, the trail today looks absolutely nothing like it has for the past 6 days, which I'm not complaining because it's pretty much noon and it's all shade, all nice and humid. It's not super humid, but just enough to like make your skin feel refreshed. No need for jackets, none of that. It's just no dust, no sun. It feels perfect at this point.